fucking come on my set, you fucking pull this shit! I will fucking ruin you! You will never work a day in your fucking life ever again!
Yup, that's our film set. You're probably wondering how we ended up in this situation. Well, let me take you back a few hours and show you exactly what happened on that set.
Welcome to our production.
It was a Tuesday night, and Mitchell had called all of us together to help him bring to life a short film he'd written. The film is about an incompetent, insane director who has no idea what he's actually making and freaks out at his cast and crew at the slightest provocation. So, knowing Mitch, I would assume this is an autobiographical tale. Once Mitch gave a dumb speech to kick off production, we began shooting in earnest. How'd you feel going into the project?
It was just like any other project. Nothing I hadn't done before.
Yeah, wasn't worried. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, you know.
Yeah, I just kind of, I didn't expect anything different from it. Just kind of seemed like a normal job.
I mean, I was really optimistic. It was my first time ever working with Mitch, and I just had high hopes, and I was really excited.
I had high expectations. You know, I've worked with most of these people before. I have a certain standard of quality that I was expecting, but aside from that, I would say that I was optimistic. You got it? Rolling? And action.
Unfortunately, I don't think the cameramen were exactly taking the project as seriously as Mitch wanted.
It was clear from the very beginning that Mitch had a very, very specific story in mind.
And so, you must make the journey.
Cut! Max! What was that?
What are you talking about?
What am I talking? What are you doing, Max? What are you doing?
Pack it in. That's it. We're done.
He was a bitch for everyone that wasn't Mitch.
A couple of the guys and I, we had to physically drag him back on set. We had to remind him that there was another whole half of the movie to shoot.
After we'd been shooting for about an hour, I pulled aside our lead actor, Max, to see how he thought things were going.
Yeah, I've worked with Mitch a few times. He knows what he's doing, I guess. I never do get paid on time, but other than that, yeah, it's fun.
Alright, I'll admit it, that was actually a clip from the film, but, I mean, really, would you be surprised? As we got further into the shoot, I could tell that tensions were beginning to rise.
Mitch, what you guys film? What you filming here, dude?
Fuck it.
Kill this man.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll be the first person to say that things on set did get heated, to say the least, but that's just kind of how I run my show. At the end of the day, I think if you sat down anyone from my crew, they would say, it was difficult, but ultimately, it was a good experience.
Working with Mitch is always a terrible experience.
Then why do you do it? Why do you keep working with him?
Because he pays us.
As shooting continued, I decided to go around and ask everybody how they thought the shoot was going. Lucas, how do you feel shooting's going right now, dog?
Beautiful.
How do you feel shooting's going?
I want to kill myself.
Not enough cocaine.
It's actually a problem. All right.
Dude, come close, dude. Do you see this? Are you seeing me right now? Is that me?
Graham has the mind of a 4-year-old, so it really was quite heartwarming to watch him comprehend seeing himself for the first time in the camera's viewfinder. Eventually, the crew began to complain that we were hungry. So what did Mitch do?
He got us Domino's, but honestly, I would have rather starved than have eaten that.
Tensions on set continued to rise as Max pulled Mitch aside to discuss with him a part of the script that he didn't agree with. Mitch, well, let's just say he wasn't a fan of the idea of changing the script.
You will never.
Yeah, we don't have to watch this whole thing again.
Honestly, Max was just not cooperative. He wasn't taking direction, and he was not performing to the standard that I kind of hoped he would. I realized as the director, I could intervene in the situation, and I could say something and retake my film. So that's what I did, and I think ultimately, my response was not only logical, but justified.
That little freakout was the last straw for Max. He quit the film, fuck
Fuck this, I'm out, I'm done.
And stormed off set. Here's what Graham had to say about the whole ordeal.
Bro, it's just me, bro.
Now that his antics had caused us to lose our lead actor, we as a crew decided we'd had enough. We knocked Mitch out, dragged him off to God knows where, and left.
I woke up locked in a broom closet in the basement. So afterwards, I contacted my crew to, get a gauge of how the shoot had gone from their perspective. Lucas sent me the shit emoji. Max just replied, cuck, in all caps. Graham, though, said, and I quote here, dude, it's me, bro. So there's room for improvement, sure, but overall, I think the shoot went pretty well.